Spoken and written English differences. How to sound natural when speaking English. Hi guys, my name is Max and I'm a PhD and a teacher of English. Speaking is the main goal for the most learners of English, but it's also one of the most painful things for them. After years and years of studying English, many learners are frustrated because they simply can't speak. In today's video, we're going to have a quick overview of what spoken language is and how it's different from written language. Before we start, please make sure you subscribe to my channel to get useful videos on how to improve your English. So, here we go. First off, spoken grammar is different from the grammar of written texts. In a casual conversation, it's simply not necessary to use complex grammar structures, so the language is often simplified. As a result, in speaking, we often leave out some words like pronouns and auxiliary verbs. Let's look at this casual conversation. Going anywhere in the summer? Don't know yet. According to formal grammar rules, it should be, are you going anywhere in the summer? I don't know yet. In fact, sometimes just one word can serve as a question. For example, you can ask, finished? Instead of, have you finished? Some other examples of spoken grammar include questions where you don't change the word order or add auxiliary verbs. For example, you can ask, you spoke to your boss? Instead of, did you speak to your boss? Spoken grammar is also different in the way we report somebody's words. We don't need to change tenses. Imagine that a friend tells you, I'm tired. I've had enough of this party. According to formal rules of reported speech, we should change tenses. So in written language, you would say something like, she said she was tired and she'd had enough of this party. But it's easier and much more natural in an informal context to use the person's actual words. Then she said, I'm tired. I've had enough of this party. We're going to talk more about spoken grammar in our future videos. Spoken language is spontaneous. What you're going to say depends on what was said before by other speakers. And that means you don't have much planning time. You can't really plan in advance what you're going to say in a conversation. You have to be very fast with choosing your words. To do it fast, you need to know a lot of conversational phrases, often called lexical chunks, or simply chunks. A chunk is a set of words which often go together and sound natural together. The length of chunk might be different. It might only consist of two words, like fair enough. It could also be a pattern with some fixed part and with open slots. For example, just because doesn't mean just because I speak English doesn't mean I am English. Or a whole sentence might be a chunk. For example, I didn't see that coming. Using chunks can help reduce thinking time and sound more fluent and natural. Again, we'll speak about chunks in a more detailed way in our future videos. Another important feature of a conversation is that it normally happens in turns. And turn is what a speaker says before he is interrupted by another speaker. In a way, you can think of it as a game of tennis, where players are passing the ball to each other in turns. A turn may consist of just a word, several words, a sentence, or even several sentences. To give you a better understanding of what a turn is, let's watch a part of an interview where the presenter asks Obama about his daily life. Let's also count the number of turns.
So, when you're at home, can you run down to the kitchen in your underpants in the middle of the night if you're hungry?
I mean, I could. I don't.
You don't?
No.
Is there someone in the kitchen at all times? Like, if you wanted a sandwich in the night, would you have to wake someone up?
Yeah, I wouldn't wake somebody up to have a sandwich.
You're allowed to go in the refrigerator on your own?
I am. There's a refrigerator and there's silverware.
When was the last time you actually cooked?
Now, it's been a while since I...
It has been a while.
It has been a while. I won't lie about that.
So, there are several skills to learn here. You should be able to recognize the appropriate moment to get a turn. You should know how to signal the fact that you want to speak. You need to hold the floor when you have your turn. Last but not least, you have to recognize when other speakers are willing to get a turn. There might be interruptions from other speakers, or people speaking at the same time. It's actually a common thing. So you need to be able to keep track of what you're saying in order not to get distracted if you are interrupted. Also, you need to know phrases which will help you to smoothly get back to what you were saying. These are phrases like, that reminds me, I'm continuing the same topic. Well, anyway, I'm returning to the topic. Like I say, I'm repeating what I said before. By the way, I'm changing the topic. If you want to be good at conversational English, it's not enough just to be a good speaker. You also have to be a good listener and react to what other speakers are saying in real time. You may encourage them to keep talking or just show understanding, interest, surprise, anger, and so on. That means you need to know a set of words and phrases called back-channeling devices. They'll help you show other speakers that you're listening to them and you are interested in what they're saying. You're not only here to talk about yourself. Let's watch another video where a famous British footballer, David Beckham, is talking about his retirement. Notice what the presenter does to show interest in what David is saying.
How have you been keeping busy after playing soccer your whole life? I mean, what's your day like?
I mean, to be honest, I've become a taxi driver overnight with the kids. I'm literally an Uber driver now.
You take them?
I take them from 7 in the morning to the schools. I have 4 drop-offs at 4 different schools.
No.
So I get that done in an hour and 15 minutes.
Oh, my God.
And then I pick my little girl up at 12, and then the boys at 4, and then the boys train in a soccer academy every single night of the week, so I'm busy every night until 9:30, and then I'm at home.
Oh, my God. It sounds like a nightmare.
So you might have heard the following back-channeling devices. You take them? No. Oh my God. That sounds like a nightmare. Okay guys, I hope now you have a better understanding of the main differences between spoken and written English and what aspects of the language you have to work on in order to improve your speaking skills. In my next video, we'll talk about fluency, what fluency is, and how to get fluent in English. Now, what aspects of spoken language do you feel to be the most important? Please share your answers in the comment section down below.